Hey folks, well today I want to check out a product that a lady messaged me, asked if I'd be interested in it, and it kind of intrigued me a little bit. It's nothing super big or anything like that, but let me get set up and I'll show you what it's all about. Alright, well what it is folks is it's called a sound grenade, and the company that's selling these is called ROBOCOPP, and it's I'll put a link in the description how much it is, all that kind of stuff, but they advertise it as a portable SOS alarm. Now basically, I think the way that they're promoting it is, kind of like a rape whistle or something, but they say it's, you can take it on planes and it's permitted in parks. I mean, obviously it's permitted in parks and all that stuff. It's just basically, the way I looked at it, a boat horn or an air horn in a little tiny package. Okay, it's got a little carabiner on there, and what you do is you pull this pin and it emits a very loud, pretty annoying noise. And I was intrigued by it because of the air horns that they issued us in case of bears when I was on the show alone. This is a lot smaller of a package. It does rely on a battery, so there's some pros and cons that way, but it's a pretty small package. And what's kind of cool about it too is you can pull the pin and maybe throw it in the general direction of the animal that's just about ready to eat you. Now, there are certain risks with that. I mean, every animal is going to react differently. If you upset an animal, it's not generally a good thing, but I mean, it's a little bit of a deterrent. I originally thought, I'm not a big fan of what you would call like a rape whistle or something. I prefer my family to have a little more active way of protecting themselves, so to speak. I don't want them to be relying on some noise that someone may or may not come to their aid for. But that's my opinion. This does emit a very annoying noise. A boat horn, to me, is just loud. This almost upsets my stomach. I mean, it makes my head hurt. So, all right, all you do is pull the pin, and then you can reinsert the pin to shut it up. Okay. Wow, that's not a pleasant sound. It's pretty dang annoying, but it's pretty cool. They like I said, it relies on a battery. I wish that this had some way, and maybe it does, maybe you can do it, to replace the battery. That's really the only criticism I have of this. It's a pretty unique design. And if you had it, on your pack or something right here, you could pull the pin and just launch it. I mean, just like a grenade. I mean, it's pretty cool, I think. One other thing that I think could possibly make this shine, depending on what your ideas are and what you're after with this sort of stuff, is kind of a perimeter security alarm. This, if you hook this up to a tripwire somehow, and it shouldn't be that difficult to do. You can tell this thing here looks like the speaker. Give you a close-up of this. But you could wrap some fishing line around this little button type thing there, and that could be your anchor point. And then you could put the other end right here, and it would be good for a tripwire. I think that's pretty cool. Now, you don't necessarily have to be, surviving in the woods, running from somebody or something to use it that way. You could use it for maybe a tripwire if you had like a garden and you were having deer problems, or possibly even raccoons, depending on the situation. But I mean, I think really the only limits on this are your imagination regarding that application. That's really primarily why I was intrigued by this. I just thought, wow, that'd be, I mean, for a tripwire, that's pretty cool, and it doesn't take that much energy to pull it apart. I'm gonna get it away from me because it really hurts my head. And it's a lot louder, I can tell already, from when I had it pointed at me as opposed to pointed away from me. But either way, it's a loud noise. You could have it pointed straight up in the air, like down towards the ground. And like I said, it doesn't take that much force to pop it out. And if you kind of get it started, right there, it's kind of just half in, and not really half, but a little bit in and a little bit out. I didn't even have to pull the pin all the way out. Try to shut it up. It does have a little bit of a click there, But still, if it's, I mean, you're not going to be chasing away. My daughter's mowing the lawn right now, so her first time, maybe not her first time, but anyway. You're not, as far as I'm concerned, really probably going to be scaring away like little tiny animals. I'm thinking more bears from your sweet corn or something, or maybe deer, stuff like that. So, jeez, that thing's loud. Anyway, it's kind of a cool deal. Like I said, I guess my only complaint with it, just looking at it right now, would be how easy it would be to replace the battery. And I would hate to open this sucker up and not be able to close it back really quick. You know, you could cover the speaker or something like that, but that's about my only complaint. They tell you to test it, I think, once a month. They say it will run continuously for a half an hour. That's one other thing where it's kind of neat over a boat horn. A boat horn, or the air horn things, they don't last that long. They're dependent upon that compressed gas. Whereas this will, you know, it's just electronic and stuff. It will keep going for quite a bit longer. So, a little something small, but I thought it was kind of cool. I'm going to keep it and do a little more testing, like I said, with the perimeter security type aspect of it. Maybe on a gate, you know, if you have a gate and someone's walking in your gate, or, you know, you're not really the greatest security alarm, but real low budget security alarm. If someone breaks into your house or something, I mean, they're going to shut it up and they're going to get into your house no matter what, but it's something. I thought it was kind of cool. So, alright, links in the description, folks. Sound Grenade by ROBOCOPP. Take care.